Hey you girls, welcome or welcome back to my channel. So in this one, I thought we could discuss how to instill the fear of God into your man by not losing yourself in your relationship. Something that stood out to me in my early to mid 20s, so almost 10 years ago already, is that men don't tend to lose themselves in a marriage, not even when they become a father. If a guy used to watch soccer every single Thursday, he's going to continue to watch soccer every single Thursday as a husband, as a dad. I mean, he may cancel once in the very beginning of your relationship if he's really into you, but generally, men don't tend to put their social life on pause just because they are in a relationship or married, whereas women tend to really center their life around their relationship. Like we've all experienced having a friend who no longer show up at Sunday brunches because now she's in a relationship, and then who contacts you once the relationship is over and want to use you as a therapist and vent to you about everything that was wrong about a relationship, even though on social media she was portraying it as picture perfect. I'm sure we've all experienced that, right? So in my opinion, women tend to lose themselves in relationship. And I'm going to be very honest. I understand that when you have young kids, toddlers, especially if you have several of them, it can be hard to, keep up with your personal self-care regimen, but it's really important that women try for several different reasons. And first of all is you do want to keep the fear of God into your man, right? You still want, when you are out with your husband, for other people to be looking at you so that he knows if he messes up, baby, you can get another him in a minute. Okay, as a matter of fact, he'll be here in a minute. Is that what? How that song went? Was it Beyonce or Rihanna? I don't even remember, child. But yeah, you really want to keep yourself up while in a relationship because of that. But even more importantly, you want to keep yourself up in a relationship because of your own self-esteem, for your own confidence, because when we look good, we feel good, you guys. Like nothing is worse than being in an abusive relationship where a man is telling you who's gonna want you, like, now that your boobs are sagging, who's gonna want you now that you got all this stretch mark, who's gonna want you now that you got all them kids, and deep down inside you knowing that there is some truth to that. I feel like that is the worst thing that can happen to you. Now, I use the worst example because none of those things can be prevented. But for example, if you gain mad weight in a relationship, like a man is going to tell you who's going to want you now that you're a big mama. And deep down inside, you're going to know that there is some truth to what he's saying, not because big girls never get into relationships. Obviously, duh, but because you know that you yourself, that is not, who you were and what you feel most comfortable in, like the type of body that you feel most comfortable in, the type of body that you had when you were entering that relationship. And I feel like, losing yourself like that can really take a toll on your self-esteem. Again, I want to be very clear here, even though being crystal clear on the internet often amount to nothing. There's nothing wrong with being chubby if you are happy, that way. Some women, a lot of women, as a matter of fact, look incredible chubby. They're confident, chubby. They don't want to lose any weight. They feel good in their bodies. But I'm talking about a woman here who doesn't like herself, with a couple of pounds on and actually want to lose the weight, and your husband or boyfriend knowing that and then using that in order, to hook at your self-esteem so that he knows that you're not going nowhere. Okay, that is one of the worst things that a man can say about you. And I've heard men say this time and times again, talking about a woman saying, she's not going nowhere. Okay, now maybe not in her presence, but with their boys, sometimes even in their presence. And trust me, baby, that is a place you don't want to be in. Okay, that is the last place you want to be in, is a man telling about you in front of you or not, you're not going nowhere. Because once he knows that you're not going nowhere, subtexting no one else want to have you, baby, he's going to become extremely complacent. He's going to treat you like ish. And like he said, you're not going nowhere. So you want to keep up your routine, ladies. If you used to get your nails done once a month before, the relationship got really serious and you all had them kids, keep getting your nails done. And even if you cannot afford it anymore because maybe you have to pay for activities for your kids, suckers and stuff, then paint your own nails yourself at home. Work out at home, you guys. Like, there are millions at this point, really, literally millions of workout videos on YouTube. You don't have any excuse. I myself, I work out at home. Okay, so if you can't make it to the gym, Work out at home. It doesn't matter if your kids are roaming around. Use your kids as weight. As a matter of fact, if they're still small, and find a way to just keep them occupied while you're working out. And if you really can't keep them occupied, then let them run around as you're working out. Maybe they can do, like, they can copy you. We know that kids love to do that stuff. My daughter used to like copying the movements that I was doing when I was working out at home. And sure, it can distract you a little bit, but it's still better than nothing. Okay, a bad workout is still better than no workout. Okay, so make sure you keep taking care of yourself. Make sure you also keep some time for yourself. Like, you have to be a little bit selfish, ladies. The same way men who used to watch NBA every single whatever day it is the NBA plays on TV, keep watching it while they're in a relationship, while they're married, even as dads, they keep watching it with their friends and drinking beer, or just watching it at home and drinking beer. Make sure you do the same thing. Okay, keep your friendship with your girls. Make sure once a month you go out and have your husband watch the kids. At the end of the day, he helped procreate those kids, so he can help take care of them. I really hate the term of dads helping taking care of the kids that they literally help procreate, but oh well. Have him take care of the kids while you take care of yourself, while you go out with your girls. Perhaps even take a weekend, a girl trip. Yes, mothers should also take girl trips. Mom are allowed to take girl trips as well. Nobody's saying that you have to be gone for a month, but I'm sure that your family can survive 4 or 5 days without you. You're going to come back in a better mood. You're going to come back refreshed. Like, they're really going to enjoy this new mommy, less stressed out and everything. So make sure you take care of yourself, ladies, even while you are in a relationship or married. Don't lose yourself. Whatever it is you enjoy doing prior to entering that relationship, that marriage, keep doing that. If it's reading, I know that for me, reading is very important. It's a big part of my life. Make sure you still take 45 minutes a day to read if that's what you enjoy doing. If taking a walk is what you enjoy doing, then, if you have a baby or something, just take him with you and take a walk. If it's music, I don't know, you guys, because the possibilities are endless at this point. This is just semantics. Y'all understand my point. Hopefully, these are just examples. But what I'm saying here is, when you get in a relationship, keep the life somewhat, as it was before, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's that version of you that also attracted your man. So you want to keep that version of you somewhat. Nobody can remain 100% the way they were before they got married and had kids. Obviously, life happens, but you do want to keep that persona somewhat. If you were somebody who regularly would get your hair done, keep getting your hair did, okay? If you can no longer afford it because of the kids, then do it yourself. There again, at this point, there are hundreds of millions, okay? Not even millions. There's literally 100 million, I'm sure, or more hair tutorial on YouTube. So watch those hair tutorials and learn how to do your own hair if you have to. You can learn how to do pretty much anything at home these days, you guys. Like, you can learn how to do gel nails at home. Like, you can learn how to do pretty much anything at home. Okay, there are even at home Venus tutorial. Now, I don't recommend those. Okay, I don't recommend trying to fix your own teeth at home. Please see a dentist. But I'm just using that as an example to show you the plethora, okay, of videos that there are on YouTube, DIY videos about how to do pretty much anything, okay, any and everything. So utilize those videos if you don't have a lot of funds, because maybe you have 2 3 toddlers. But yeah, stop walking around looking like who did it and why. It's my point here. Every time I go to the supermarket, I see moms, and sure, they got 2 3 kids, but they're really looking, like who did it and why. And I'm like, why? Like, your life is about you. You are the most important person in your own life. So even as a mom, try to still, be selfish a bit. Keep a little bit of time for you. Understand loving your kids and understand, adoring them. But I don't recommend building your entire life around your kids, because your kids are their very own human being, and they're bound to grow and live their own lives. And then a lot of empty nesters tend to be resentful of their kids because they sacrifice so much for them, but your kids didn't ask you to completely give up on yourself as a human being in order to take care of them. We have to find a healthy middle. There is a way to be a good mom and still, take care of yourself as well, still not lose yourself in motherhood and in marriage and in being a wife and being a girlfriend or whatever you all are. So yeah, at this point, I'm just rambling and repeating the same things over and over again. So I'm gonna love you and leave you here. But I really wanted to make this video to encourage you girls to keep taking care of yourself, even while in a relationship, even while married. Do not lose yourself. Okay, if you enjoyed this video, do not forget to give it a thumbs up. In the comment section down below, let me know, why do you think that men never lose themselves in a relationship or even in being a dad? I'm really interested in your thoughts about why that is. Is it because we live in a patriarchal society and men are not really held accountable for taking care of the kids that they create? I mean, at the end of the day, we still refer to them taking care of their own kids as helping. So let me know why you think that is. I think that is a beginning of the answer, in my personal opinion. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel as well. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow as always. Bye, guys. Thanks for watching. Mwah.